Okay, we're going to look at pouring beer. I get more flack about pouring beer than probably anything. I don't get a lot of it, but I do get people saying all the time, learn how to pour beer. You don't know how to pour beer. And because what I'll do is I'll pour it straight down, and they'll say you have to tilt the glass. No, you don't have to do that. That is a way many people do it. It is not a law. Okay? It's not a principle. It's not a requirement for good beer drinking. And in fact, I think I know where it came from. People go to bars and they drink draft beer. Obviously, if you're going to a bar and you're drinking draft beer, you're gonna want the barmaid or the bartender to tilt the glass, because otherwise you will have a lot of foam, and when it settles you'll be cheated out of some ounces. But in a 12-ounce can or a whatever size can, 16-ounce, whatever, it's not going to be any different. Okay, 12 ounces is 12 ounces. The foam is going to die down. You're not getting cheated out of anything. Now, it doesn't affect the flavor, and in fact, beer companies, I have documents from beer companies that recommend the straight pour. Here's a 1981 Schlitz football guide. Now there's little, obviously it's about football, but there's little articles down in here about the Schlitz beer. And here's one right here. It says, most beer drinkers will tell you beer always tastes better when poured into a glass or mug. Well, we know that. And they're absolutely right. When you pour beer into a glass, it should produce a head or collar of foam. This head releases aroma and flavor that adds to your enjoyment. So there's the little article. Sharp looking Schlitz bottle too, by the way. If you get on the Michelob website right now, the website for Michelob Brewing Company, there's one of the brewmasters pouring the regular Michelob, you know, the one that came out in 1896. And she shows you how Michelob should be poured straight down into the glass to produce the thick head and release the aromas, the agitation release aromas that you would not get from drinking straight out of the can or bottle. Anyway, I'm going to put some other links down in the information box that are going to that will show you old beer commercials from Schlitz, Schaefer. I might put the Budweiser commercial. I'll put the Michelob link. And they all show people pouring the beer straight down in the glass. Now, I'm sure Michelob and Schaefer and Schlitz were not going to demonstrate a way to pour beer that would make their beer less tasty and less enjoyable. I'm sure Schaefer, Schlitz, and Michelob probably know a little something about beer. You know what I mean? Considering that Schlitz started in the 1840s, Schaefer in the 1840s, and Anheuser-Busch 1870. So that's the point of this video. Now, some beer companies, they will recommend tilting the glass. Okay, well, if they recommend tilting the glass, tilt the glass. I've forgotten to do that sometimes, but that's different. For whatever reason, they feel that it's a better thing for their beer. But to say that pouring it straight down is the wrong way, to me shows a lack of understanding about the whole pouring concept. So check the links out if you want to, and pour beer any way you want to do it. And if you want to drink the beer out the can or straight out the bottle, do that too if that's what you prefer. I don't really like to do that, but I know other people do and they enjoy it, so that's what counts. Y'all come on down to New Orleans.